Hey y'all, it's me, Khalifa, a coochie god, the coochie god. Usually I'm talking about womb health and womanhood, of course, because I'm a doula. It just comes natural to me. However, today I think I want to focus a little more towards the men, but it's kind of a everybody thing as well. So listen up. So I was driving to get my fruit, which I do. It's about 24 minutes for me to get to the good stores that have like the seeded fruit and organic fruit and stuff like that. So one of my friends was joking with me, like, girl, you crazy as hell. I ain't driving no 30 minutes to go get no seeded fruit. It all tastes the same. Like, just eat the fruit. And I'm like, oh, but you'll drive 30 minutes to go for that man seed. You'll drive 30 minutes to go get that seeded man, but they all don't taste the same, do they? And so we start laughing and then kiki, and I'm like, no, I like my fruit like I like my men. Seeded, organic, nutritionist, juicy, healthy, just all the good things. But it really got me thinking about how they've gotten us so used to things being fake. They've gotten us so used to things not being organic and seeded. So just think about the average person, right? And this is no shade to anybody, it's just the reality around us. Everybody's fake. Everything's fake. Makeup, fake. Hair, fake. Men and women. Body parts, fake. Teeth, fake. And people are so focused on looking good on the outside, but the inside is fucked up. Spirits damaged. Seedless men, wombless women. And again, no shade to anyone who's gotten their womb removed, but I'm talking about like the spiritual aspect of it. Nobody cares about what their insides look like, only the outside, and it's starting to reflect our everyday. We don't care what the fruit is like because we don't even care what our own fruit is like. Are you keeping up with what I'm saying? Let's get deeper. So fruit seeds in general for men, they pretty much equal good male reproductive health. I think people we don't talk about the fertile state of a man. It's always divine feminine, fertile women, fertile soil, things like that. But the fertile state of a fertile man, that is a gold mine, okay? And we're not just talking about humping and hunching and sexing and pumping. We're talking about his divine masculine energy. Now that goes with his fertile state. That goes with his mental state. That goes with him having alkaline semen. That goes with him being seated up and in his masculinity. So fruit seeds equaling good male reproductive health, providing things like zinc, vitamin C, omega-3. They also actively protect sperm from DNA damage. Now keep up, because this is spiritual and literal, so you gotta really pay attention to what I'm saying. So as I was thinking about that, I'm like, what happens when he eats genetically modified seedless fruit? What does that do? What does that do to the sperm and the DNA damage? Keep up. So watermelon seeds, to be exact, they increase sperm quality just all around. So they're packed with like antioxidants and essential minerals. They also boost testosterone, which last time I checked was down 20%. And I'm sure that number is higher, but we're just going to go with the last statistic that I know for sure, which was testosterone is down 20% in men. And that goes into soy and other things of eating and such. Look how excited I got about that seeded watermelon. That's how excited I get about an organic seeded man, but let's stay focused. The flesh of the watermelon also helps with like erectile function and things like that. Now you got these young men in their 20s thinking they need to pop a perk and things like that and have pills and honey packs and external things to just help them get a freaking erection, y'all. It is because we are not paying attention to our insides the same way we pay attention to our outside. So I tell you, a seedless man is deeper than a physically seedless man. If you're really paying attention, a seedless man cannot do anything for me. He can do nothing but bring me down. He has nothing to plant inside of me but destruction. He has nothing to plant inside of me besides chaos and just inauthenticity and hybrid. I don't want it. So understand that the sperm itself is the actual seed, right? The semen is the thick, nourishing fluid that contains sperm. It provides the nutrients, the environment, and the protection for the sperm to swim to the egg and survive, or just swim in general. Now, if you go to some of my other videos, I go deeper into what a semen demon is and stuff like that, and what happens when a man's semen and his sperm is off and what that does to you physically. But spiritually, it's the same thing. I also get into that. But I just wanted to talk about how, like, we need to be more intentional with these things, y'all. You as the woman, you as the other half, what are you feeding him? What are you giving to him? Because he's just going to give it right back to you, right? Men, to me, are the physical protection. Women are the spiritual protection. And so we need to align these things together. And that's how you become one. Make sure you're eating your seeds. Make sure you're staying just as fine on the inside as you want to be on the outside. Don't spend all your money to get your ass done when you won't spend $20 on a seeded watermelon, when you won't take the 30-minute drive. You get what I'm saying? We need to start being more intentional, and just as thirsty as we would be to go take that 30-minute drive for that seated man, be as intentional. And this is for me too, because like I say, I have days where I'm just like, that's too far, that's too much. But I would take that drive for other things, even when it's not just the thirst of a man. It's just in general. And I take it very serious. I'm starting to take it more serious because I am that firm when it comes to men, but I slip sometimes with my fruit, or vice versa. Maybe I'm that firm when it comes to fruit, but I slip when it comes to my men. But how often are we seeing the spiritual, physical element that aligns and intersect time and time again? But yeah, I hate to ramble. I didn't want to ramble. And this goes a little deeper, but I'm just going to stop right there and enjoy the rest of my watermelon and just let y'all know that take that time to make sure your inside is looking just as good as your outside. We are in a war where they're coming after our souls. They're coming after our wombs. They're coming after these men's sperm, their semen. It's in the food. It's in the everything. And this is a fact. They'll tell you that acidic sperm is caused by drinking too much, smoking too much, or eating bad food. So yeah, brothers, do better with your seed. Do better with your soul and what you're planting into this earth, into these wombs, into these women, and even just what you're carrying around for yourself. Care more about yourself. Desire to be full of seeds. Desire to be as juicy and beautiful as this watermelon. Okay? Peace to the gods and the gods only.